see how their experience piles up versus someone just running the same. Because in the end, in a competitive game, the best players are gonna play the most disgusting stuff. Like, because that's what you have to do to win. That's what you have to do, unless you're like wonderful like me, because I can pull out anything. But basically, Cheese Mode is gonna attempt to demonstrate right now like why they're top players. It's not because of the composition; it's because they're top players, and they're up versus the identical compositions. We're gonna have to see how it plays out. I got like 50 more French jokes ready throughout this set.
Just to fill time. All right, well.
So I hope you guys are ready.
It's very unfortunate you'll only be here for like the first game, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I got work, people. So I will be going in 30 minutes. 30 minutes, not even that. After this game, essentially. But don't worry, because we'll all have something to remember by, and that's this joke. Blue, what do you call a Frenchman who is defending his country?
I don't want to say the answer, even though I think I know it.
What is it? What is it?
I don't know. You're gonna offend some people.
I don't know either. It's never happened.
Oh,
right. That's fine. That's fine. I'm done.
You're done. This is horrible. You know, this is not nice.
All right.
You're not supposed to be doing these things.
Right. So we're starting. Well, we're not starting yet, but so this composition versus this composition. If I'm talking tactics, what do I imagine here? This is all mirror matchups. So it's like Condi Warrior versus Condi Warrior, Pistol Whip Thief. Wait. Where's the Pistol Whip Thief? There was a Pistol Whip Thief here. Yeah, here it is.
Maggie Schultz.
Yeah. It's just completely identical, and I can't really say like Tactic X because it's just basically all the mirror matchups can just be like team fights are a viable strategy here because you're up versus the same comp, and you could just try to outplay them with the team fighting and stuff. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see. Basically, what's this skill called? Otist team. All right,
Otist team, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen these guys before.
Never seen them either.
Yeah,
so this should be interesting. To introduce the roster, by the way, guys, again, this is a newer team. I've not seen them before. It's Irene Lust on the Spear Ranger. We're going to be seeing Maggie Schultz playing. He's going to be playing Pistol Whip Thief. Draze is going to be on Condi Warrior. Padme is going to be on Hamble Warrior, and Kashmir will be playing the Bunker Guardian. Guys, game one is beginning right now, though. Once again, Otist team, brand new team, French team here today, going up against Cheese Mode, who is going to be on the blue side. As usual, first map is going to be on the far side of Infel. So let's open up our map and check out the splits coming directly out of the gate. We are going to see 2 going to beach from Otist team, 3 going to beach from Cheese Mode. They will actually meet a little bit there, but overall, I don't think we're going to see too much of an engagement. Freelina will actually go up against Maggie Schultz there for a couple seconds, but I think Freelina is going to redirect over to the middle point now. Back at the henge. What's going up?
Proper rotating from Otist coming in right away. The Guardian realized that they're pushing into close on the midway, so he turned back, and now they're having a Ranger and Guardian 2v2. Extremely good combo. Like, there's no way you lose with this combo. You, at the very least, will be able to hold a stalemate for forever, and then you can go from there. A Warrior versus a Guardian, so it looks like Otist have the superior rotation. The one thing that's bad, though, was that their Pistol Whip Thief was very slow onto Henge. Like, it took him way too long, so their Warrior's already gone down on Henge, and it could wind up being a pretty poor position. But the actual players being rotated was actually in the favor of Otist. It was just they were too slow to do it.
The thing I noticed there, too, is the delay on Maggie Schultz was due to the fact that he had gone on to, I believe, Freylina for a little bit of time there, had engaged on him, and that's why it took him so long. But unfortunately, like you said, it has costed them the fight over at Henge now, and this node is going to stay in Cheese Mode's control. Back at middle, we have Freylina going up against Padme. This will probably go on for quite some time, but Padme is actually 1 tick away from getting the cap, so if Freylina needs to step up the point for any reason, Padme will get the full cap now. We are going to see some more reinforcements coming in from the side of Cheese Mode, specifically Azron, and that will be followed shortly behind by Zapdos, as well as something to note, too, is that Draze from the red team is going to make his way over to Henge, and should be able to get the free decap, if not a full cap now, considering how far away Zapdos has gotten. Going back over here to the Henge as well, we can see this fight is slowly starting to end. Looks like Cheese Mode may get the cap, but Red Team is sort of just skirting on the outskirts right now. They could re-engage at any moment, especially because they have the Pistol Whip Thief Maggie Schultz ready to go at any second here to jump on to Blue Team members, so that is still to be seen where that fight will go.
I'm watching Padme, and he's bunkering successfully, and he was able to hold it off properly until he had this Berserker stance. And if he gets off point now and kites away, as in behind the pillars, fine. Yeah, they should be fine on mid, and they have a 3 rotation. So the most important thing right now is Zapdos versus Dras something. And I believe this is to the advantage of the Condi Warrior, so things are actually looking good for Otist. As long as they can actually manage to hold mine, they're doing extremely well, but it seems like that's not happening though.
Indeed, as we go back over to the mine node, checking out what's going on over here, we did see Maggie Schultz and Irene Lust both getting eliminated over here by Rom, and I believe Sizer was assisting with that fight as well, but he has since moved away from that, so these two are going to get knocked out at the same time. Actually, nice delay on the kills here too by Rom. Generally speaking, for those that like aren't really initiated as PvP, the strategy behind that is just really letting them bleed out. It'll increase their spawn time and keep them out of the fight for longer, and allow anyone you have fighting on far nodes like Zapdos over here to keep the fight rolling, or rather, it'll just keep pressure off you. It wouldn't be the case over there because it would just be holding off people coming back to him, because red team spawn is actually over at mine. And as we go, go ahead. Sorry.
Cheese mode is comfortably winning all the fights that are happening, just about all the time.
So I mean, talk about Otist team for a second here. Good rotations, good overall strategies, it seems. So what's the issue with them right now that you can point out?
They're simply losing the fights at this point. The major one was at the start, where their thief was way too slow to the party. But along with that, I believe they have had the proper rotation. It's just that so far, they've either been too slow, like they've done the right rotation, but they haven't done it quickly enough. Like Cheese mode, it rotates instantly. They're extremely quick with that. And yeah, the fights, they're just losing the fights. But they keep getting this. Look, Draze is up versus Zapdos. This is yet again a matchup they want. Draze will cap this point. He did earlier, and he'll do it again. And now they even got a thief that's helping him. So Henge is basically secure at this point, and the rest of them are fighting mid.
We do have more people from the blue team rotating over to there, though. We are going to see Rom make his way over, and then the Finn fight's still going in full swing. But with the addition of Rom, will that make a difference, or will this fight still basically be in favor for Otist?
Well, the thief is leaving. All right, this is a very interesting idea. They're leaving their warrior 2v1 so that he can keep holding this, and the thief is going to free cap mine. It's proper rotation, but it seems like Draze is dying a little bit too quickly. Dodge! Oh my god, he didn't dodge. All right. Yeah, alright, so that didn't work out for them. But it was a lot of really good ideas happening all the time from these guys. It's just that they're not being executed properly. But that was a great idea. Okay, so they saw that there was a 2-on-2 coming in and they didn't feel comfortable doing it. So they instantly put the guy to the point they knew were free, and they left the other warrior 2v1. Great idea, didn't work out though. Just like just about everything that's happened so far.
And as we go back to the narration of the middle fight over here, we can see that both Irene Lust and Kashmir are holding on for the red team. Unfortunately, there is a lot of pressure coming in from the blue team, specifically Sizer has joined the fight. Granted as well, we are going to have Padme still assisting over here on the side of Otist team, so for the time being, it is a 3v3. It does appear that Cheesemon has the favor, but again, things could change it very quickly in a team fight. As we take a look, Sizer is getting a lot of damage off through pistol whips onto Kashmir at the moment. However, it looks like he's holding on quite fine. And just to check out what kind of build Kashmir is running here real quick, we're just taking a look at things. He is running with the same build we would expect most European Guardians to run, as again, running with Tage's build here. 6 runes of the Soldier, this is the Mace with the offhand focus staff, a Cleric's Hand with a Settler's Jewel, and the traits again are going to be 0-5, 30-35.
Yeah, a lot of proper rotation. I'm intrigued by this rotation because like everything's just about correct. Now it's a pistol whip thief versus a ranger. From what I've heard, yeah, it's just all about execution at this point. CM is doing the execution much better. But I'd even go as far to say that Otist is actually doing the out-rotation, though.
And as we did see over here back at the mansion, or apologies, not the mansion, over here at the Henge too, Schultz was taken out. I believe Sizer came in there the last second and sniped him out.
Is he capping it?
Yeah, he's capping the point. He moved on to node with Shadow Escape after Sizer and Azron had left the fight, and so they went on. So they were able to get on there. So he was able to get on the point there and actually start capping a little bit. I'm not sure why no one from. I don't think it was actually fully capped at the time, so I'm not sure why someone from Cheese Mode left that, but it did lead to him at the very least getting a decap once again, and now they are going to have to waste some time capturing that point.
Yeah, there's, I mean, coming back versus this comp, even with this comp, it's extremely difficult at this point. One thing that I noticed that Otist are doing incorrectly is that since they're always essentially behind now, they're always respawning, and then they overextend into something, and they just basically they're always on respawn. They're always outnumbered to some degree. They're all pushing into mid now, which is again proper because Azron's on mid, so they're 5v4 on mid now. Maybe they can get something going. It depends on Padme. He can't die here. Padme, please, Padme. Oh.
Padme getting very low. He's managing to keep himself alive here, but oh, it was a little bit risky there with the fall damage, in honesty. Might have, if he had misstepped a couple steps there, might have ended up killing himself. But he is going to be able to rotate around here. Is still being chased here by Rom, so he's going to be a little bit lower overall, though I think he's back in an okay position and is now going to re-engage back onto mid once more here. You'd have to know too. Zapdos is getting a little bit low. Padme will jump onto him with the hammer abilities, but again, he's just going to rotate back. Will re-engage once again in just a second.
I'm just very intrigued by the rotation. This is really good. All right, so this obviously they
are you impressed, Helseth?
I genuinely am. Like, I mean, yeah, Maggie leaving mid and pushing into Henge. because he knew that Asron was going to push into mine. If Maggie would actually be able to win this 1v1 now, they'd actually be in an amazing position because they're inevitably going to win mid. And I don't know, I'm very impressed by the rotations. Obviously they're just getting smacked, but that's only due to the execution. They're genuinely out-rotating Cheese Mode, which I previously said it, I'll just say it again. Cheese Mode's speciality is rotation. And if you're out-rotating them when you're just some team I've never seen before, then even though you're getting smacked right now, like this team has a lot of potential.
Alright, let's go back over here to the middle, see what is going on over here again. As we do see, Otist team is trying their hardest to try and get back control, or trying to get control of this node. They are actually chasing Asron completely out, and I believe 2 to 3 of their members were actually doing so. Most of them have gone back to the mid fight itself now, but what we are seeing at the moment is 3 members of Cheese Mode are actually chasing Draze, who has run away from here and is going to be making his way over here to the Henge, pulling quite a few members of Cheese Mode with him, obviously, again, as we were saying that, and it looks like there's almost going to be a full rotation of Otist team back over to the Henge node now, really changing the game up right now. But overall, taking a look at the scores, it's a 3-cap in favor of Cheese Mode. They're at 400 points. More than likely, just looking at the overall scores, this game will go into the favor of Cheese Mode. But with all things considered here, like you said, they're not doing too bad. How do you think on the second map things are going to go?
Oh, they're going to get smacked. There's no way around it. I mean,
Otist team is, or?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in the end, the better team is Cheese Mode. They're winning all of the fights. Like I said, I mean, yeah, you could complain all you want about Cheese Mode's composition, but in the end, they're playing this correctly. It's not as easy as just re-rolling, as you can see. Like even if you just re-roll this, they're still able to beat these guys. And that's going to translate even further into Legacy, where it's just going to be extended fights, and they're going to win the fights, and I mean, that's just about it. But with that said, like, if this team just keeps playing, keeps practicing, then they have a genuine chance. Because as for rotations, like, their rotations are really on point. Like, borderline flawless for most of the time. It's just about the speed and then the execution of the actual gameplay. Because it doesn't matter. Let's say I'm 1v5. I managed to get some weird position where 5 of my team are killing your Glass Cannon Thief on Henge, and the rest of your team are on Beach. I managed to out-rotate you to that extent, somehow. It doesn't really matter if my team loses to that Thief, now, does it? And that's what's happening. I mean, they're getting the better position, but then they can't actually make use of it. To use another chess analogy, it doesn't matter if you have like a winning attack position if you can't actually get the combination to win the game. I like chess. Do you like chess?
I like chess, I guess. I mean, I don't play it that often, but there's not a lot of people to play it with. Like, it's like, how often do you play chess with your friends?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's kind of like a weird thing to ask, in all honesty. Like, it's like you played it in kindergarten, like with the kindergarten teacher, and she would like let you win. But beyond that,
it's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, just summing it up. Right, so Otist team, yes. Right, so you guys, like, when you inevitably watch this to see my beautiful face and hear my awesome voice, keep playing. You guys genuinely have a great shot at, like, the same applies to ESL, right? This is like different side of the spectrum. Okay, this is what you need to do. You need to find a fusion chamber, right? And then you need to take ESL, and then you need to find Otist, right? And you put in the ESL roster, and then you put in the Otist, and you just merge them together. And you have ESL that are win the team fights, and you have Otist that are out-rotating. And voila! You actually have a team that's going to be able to win this quite, well, handily.
New dream team?
Yeah, like a team that's going to, like, have the honor of getting 5 points versus me when I smack them. So, beautiful. Like, I'm pretty excited because I haven't seen much of these at all. The same applies to ESL. So seeing this potential is really fun. Like, I enjoyed it a lot. And best of luck to all the teams. Yep.
Just in general, like more synergy and whatnot is required in whatnot, and they can do a lot better, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things. Obviously, I just have to say play more. Like, they'll just have to play more. That's really all you have to focus on for now, and you'll see from there.
All right. And I think you have to go now, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, like really soon. Don't worry though. You guys are going to be blessed by the presence of Jebro, so have fun with that.
All right, guys.
Good gaming, and good luck to all of the teams continuing in ESL. And that's about it, right? There's a difference between peasants and kings.